What's up, Ghost Hunter? It's your boy Lone Wolf here with another video. So we got a huge update for Phasmophobia. So let's get in this. Welcome back, Ghost Hunters. We have got some news for you. Today we are pulling back the curtains, does a little, on some of the updates coming to the Phasmophobia in 2026. Next year is looking for the biggest one in the game's history as we build towards launching Phasmophobia 1.0, bring the game to. You see, this is a problem. Nintendo Switch 2 and continuing to evolve their inner on the game, reaching that 1.0 milestone will be a huge moment for not only for the game but Canadian Games of course community. We'll hope you look for everything we have store. In development preview, we will be looking at the player character update, our Tanglewood rework, and Phasmophobia 1.0. Okay, let me go back with Nintendo Switch 2. It was pretty much announced at the Game Awards. And this is pretty much the downsize. And I think it won't sell very much considering half of people, yeah, there's half people own Switch too. But the question is it really worth playing a good game at risk by putting it on Switch 2? In my opinion, is no. Okay, because the battery life for it sucks. Small screens suck. We rather have big screen like a TV or a monitor, not a handheld screen. I think they done fucked up on this part by announcing. I think, well, in my opinion, I think they just fucked up on having it going to Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, that's just me. That's my opinion. Please respect that. Now, player character update. Originally, we shared that our player character update will be launching in 2025. Unfortunately, we weren't able to meet that date, but for the good reason, as we saw the Chronicle earlier this year, giving update more breathing room to evolve pace off. So there's a little longer to the wait. We're excited to share that we're launching the player character update in the Q1 2026, which is the Q1 means core one. Of course, one of the biggest feature of this update is ability to customize your ghost hunter in game with a free cosmic and different looks. However, a major part of this update is an overhaul of the player's character itself, and we wanted to focus on that today. We have created brand new character models, improving animation and fine-tune how it feels play Phasmophobia. Our overall aim is to create the most immersive experience we can, and we believe the current player character models and animation can snap. Pun intended. um, you out of the game with disjoint arm there and bendy back here. With these changes, our characters will move with more realism, present a more lifelike experience players. This update is a key part of Row Phasmophobia 1.0, creating the most immersive experience possible, but more of that later. And here's a screenshot, of course. And yeah, like they kind of hinted where you can't like go all the way back bendy or having your arm bent like has what it has been, you know. So now moving on to features. The other features we want to highlight in today's preview are new animation and player movement system that will be making their way to the Phasmophobia as a part of this update. A few examples of these new animation movements are opening and closing the door with hands equipment swapping, picking up and dropping and placing equipment. injecting tier 3 insanity. And this is what the preview shows. Is interesting and it seems like it's going to take time. So it's more realistic now with these update coming. But my thing is with this, I want to ask, will this update come with mouse and keyboard support? Because for the fact that you guys literally announced the Switch 2 when mouse and keyboard support is in the concept phase for uh like months before you guys even announced Switch 2. And I think releasing it for Switch 2 is terrible idea. You guys know it won't sell that much on Switch 2. So therefore something's happening towards the game. But anyways, that's my thing. I just want to know if mouse and keyboard support be coming to this update. Now, of course, new animation, Rive animation, which we're giving you a sneak peek at below. This is what it looks like. I think this is total badass. And that's just creepy. Like, I'm coming back from the dead. Okay. We detailed the update in more depth as we get closer to its launch, so stay tuned. Tanglewood update. Launching alongside the player character update will be our reworked version of Tanglewood Drive. We know that news of us reworking Tanglewood was met with a bit depression or darpetition, but we hope that seeing the work we did with both Blensill and Grafton Farmhouse has reassured that these reworks are all about leveling in the location rather than changing anything too directly. Um, it seems like we can go outside now. I don't know. So this is our first look in of the kitchen, and this is the living room. But the question is, why will you change the kitchen when the kitchen was naturally fine what it was? I like the kitchen better. Like not this kitchen, but I like the current kitchen that we got right now. So when we work in Tanglewood, we wanted to make sure it's provide a similar experience to the one of Ghost Hunters and love to this day, while still forcing insight to that end, while the map layout remains very similar to what you can play in the game today. The rework will feature a host of new interaction and a small layout changes and more. For those ghost hunters who fancy piecing a story together and mystery lies behind Tanglewood Drive, that's waiting to be uncovered. Both Tanglewood and our player character update will be launching early next year, so stay tuned. More details on the both as we get closer to the release. Horde 2.0, mark that out. That's not a name, is Phasmophobia 1.0. While there's plenty more up in our sleeves for Phasmophobia in 2026, it's ultimately leaned to what would be the biggest moment since we launched the game early access in 2026 or 2020. Phasmophobia 1.0. Our aim with 1.0 launch is to be able as a team look at Phasmophobia after many years of updating, iterating, and evolving. No, we have fulfilled our vision for the game previous update as Chronicle in upcoming player character update, all gone a long way to creating the true immersive experience we know Phasmophobia is and will continue to be. And yes, that includes what previous known as Horde 2.0 or Horde update will be Metia's part of 1.0 release and will given the most seasoned ghost hunter a host of a new scares and surprise while we ain't going to share too many details. on it, as we want that 1.0 to feel as fresh and shining as the original release did. Keep an eye out on a few details throughout the year. Phasmophobia 1.0 will release in 2026 for all players across all the platforms at the same time. um, so when I can read this. Um, so there's a high pitch where I think I want mouse and keyboard come out before Switch 2. But I cannot help myself. I just like this animation, but I don't know how I feel about this. Right? I don't know how I feel about this animation. It's just me, right? It's just me. It's how I feel personally. Um but yeah. Um I don't know. I don't know. But if you guys enjoy the video of news for Phasmophobia, go ahead. Go ahead. Like. Okay, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any news. Bye bye.